Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. To the inside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
And here's Morant outside. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Russell. Down low. Back to Anderson. Stolen by Jackson. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Brooks. Here's Conchar. 6 on the shot clock. Morant with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Offensive rebound. And it's Adams missing.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Edwards with it. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters. Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Now here's Russell. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Jackson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
First personal foul. First team
and it's
foul.
Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul. Russell up top. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Brooks outside. Back to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Steven Adams is a great option in these pick and rolls. We know he's a high percentage finisher, guys.
Anthony Edwards.
And the shot goes.
Assist goes to.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And the dunk by Jackson.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Anthony Edwards.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player. Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Austin Rivers.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Now here's Clark. Outside Morant. This one for three. Hits the trifecta. Morant's got 7.
Great to see Ja operate without the ball. Just a versatile point.
Left side Anderson. There's 45 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Three-pointer, Brooks. The shot comes out, and Minnesota will come the other way. On the wing, Rivers. "19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Oh, and Reed with a block. And so it's Memphis closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More 2K action in just a moment.
Hey, please give a big round of applause.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Timeout call, the Timberwolves. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
The Timberwolves making a switch here.
That was your Grizzlies, but you can't too. Let me hear you once again.
And here's Russell. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Anderson inside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Clark right side. To the middle. Stolen by Russell. And Edwards, here we go. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Taking the contact in the NBA, such a critical skill. Anthony Edwards, the frame and the game.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Now here's Russell. Here's Gobert. Kicks it out to Anderson. Offensive rebound. Memphis leading. To the paint. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. And it Ja Morant with the foul.
First team.
That's foul number 2 for him. Now here's Gobert. Pass to Russell. Here's Anderson. Big men nowadays, Doris. Some of them handle like a guard.
Well, this is the beauty and the natural evolution of having to function on the perimeter. You want to be as skilled as possible. We call it being a three-tool player, Brian. Can you dribble? Can you pass? Can you shoot? Increasingly, you must be able to do all three.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Inside. Pass to Jackson. Anderson pulls it down. Gobert inside. Uses the glass on the layup.
Now, the painted area might as well be Rudy Gobert's domain. He uses every bit of that size and length to assert his dominance.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Jumps up. And then Morant with the dunk.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
It's good.
So creative with the basketball in his hands. You can see D'Angelo Russell's understanding improving over time. That's nice.
Now here's Edwards. Give him 8 points now. Outside McDaniels.
2 minutes remaining.
To the left wing.
2 minutes.
Stripped it away. And again, Memphis running the floor in transition. Pass to Morant. Here's Conchar. Off the mark there with a 3.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor. Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Outside Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. And the basket by Clark. Outside Edwards. Pass to Russell. Kicks it out to Anderson. Fires from deep. And they recover it. It's Edwards on the wing. Tipped away. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. And Morant clears the board.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Here's Russell. Gobert. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
That one misses for Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is one of the game's dominant big men. He understands how to use his length and his size defensively, and he's figured out how to fit in. This guy is an outstanding screener offensively.
At the line for Memphis.
And he sinks the second. Here's Rivers. Here's Reed. And it's blocked by Clark. And he recovers. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies, leading by 17 at the end of the period. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points, a key to this lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kept alive. Pass to Conchar. Fires in the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character. It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Brooks outside. No good with the triple. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Substitution on the court.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal
The
foul.
officials were right on top of that one. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
His third personal foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid.
And there it is for him.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
Tries it from 19. That shot off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Chandler. Pulls up, high post. Misses off the right iron.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
They get the rebound. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
To the right side. Can they get it? Moore's shot is off.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that. Outside McDaniels. Misses the jumper.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Back to Tillman. Outside Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. It's Tillman, high post. Memphis needs to get off a shot. From 17, it's rebounded by Moore.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
The ball's knocked loose. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Yep, that one's good. He's got 5.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
All right, everyone. That was your Grizzlies versus Duke team. Let me hear you.
We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter here. Here's Russell, and it's blocked. They retain possession. No good, a bit long that time.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Down low. Oh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Kyle Anderson.
Russell's gotten his second bucket.
Okay, D'Angelo Russell mixing in a little interior work, not bashful. That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Here's Edwards. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Here's Chandler. Banked it in off the glass.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Pass to Tillman. Here's Aldama. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. He's got 9. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third quarter. To the inside. Outside Jones. Here's Chandler. Off target with the shot. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one.
55. The Timberwolves. 24.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Pass to Conchar. To the paint. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
One more time for your Grizzlies versus Utah team. Come on.
Anderson with it. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And he gets it back. Pass to Edwards. Back to Gobert. Tries again. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
And the second free throw is good. Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And B.A., at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
And he gets that one.
So many NBA players would tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
Anderson can't get it to go. Pass to Conchar. Adams high post. Jackson right side. Morant with it. Russell covering. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Anderson.
Personal foul.
Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you
At the
think?
line
I
for
think,
the
B.A.,
Grizzlies,
when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Knocked loose. Now Brooks. McDaniels with some nice D.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Conchar, good.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Now here's Russell. Outside Edwards. Kicks it out to Anderson. 6 to shoot. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Here he goes. And the layup is good off the glass. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. Will it go? Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
Personal foul.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
Taking 3 shots.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
No good on the second free throw.
Boy, there's just a brute strength and physicality about Steven Adams. This guy knows his role and plays it to perfection.
Knight can't hit.
His defensive talent, such a gift for his squad.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Steven
Adams, shot's good.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Grizzlies.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And, of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Ja Morant.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Offensive board. And it's Adams missing. And the Timberwolves with possession. Pass to Forbes. Wide open. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Here's Jackson. Nice move. Here's Conchar. Back to Morant. Now here's Jackson. Here's Conchar. Up top, Jackson. The offensive rebound. Outside for Morant. And the miss. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Showing
Welcome, everyone, to Atlanta, the home of the Hawks, where we will be broadcasting today's action live. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. Now, here's Hunter. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go. Offensive rebound. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. And it's the Pelicans' ball. And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
With that impressive wingspan, Brandon Ingram can sure make plays above the rim.
Young with no one around. Pelicans with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money.
Unbelievable hang time, giving the crowd its money's worth. Go ahead, Zion.
And here's Young from the arc. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. New Orleans has come out of the gates quickly. It's deflected. Right side, Jones. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. 3-pointers off the mark. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
His second.
And a big trade this last summer was Murray coming to the Hawks. Paid a hefty price, but Atlanta feels he and Trae make a great backcourt pair. Hard to think of a more deadly backcourt in the East.
Well, we know Murray lives with the ball in his hands. That's what makes his improvement at the line so crucial.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
His first.
Well, the Hawks have their centerpiece. Trae Young is that guy for them. But now they have to figure out how to surround him.
And for the Hawks, Smitty, their roster construction is something they are tinkering with right now.
They're not in a bad spot. It's actually a good spot to be in as a franchise. They know the makeup and direction of the team, Kevin. It's a matter of finding the right formula.
Now here's Ingram. Over in the corner, Williamson. And here's McCollum for 3. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Ooh, physicality from Valanciunas on the glass. Securing the ball and sending it right back.
Capella with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
and just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Every time I see Murray, I'm reminded that he has a lot.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Murray. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Smitty taking a look at Brandon Ingram. He is a very difficult matchup.
He is, Kevin. He scores in bunches, works well as a facilitator, and is capable of serving as a lead ball handler. Plus, with his length and skill set, he can play 1 through 4.
For a different look here. The Hawks trail by 11. And Okongwu has it in the corner. Back to Holiday. Outside Holiday. The kick out to Holiday. Offensive rebound.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
To the inside. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Here's Okongwu. And that one's good. Hunter.
A tough guy who doesn't mind mixing it up. Hunter can do a lot of damage in the paint.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And here's Holiday. Here's Kaminsky. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And a great move by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 8 points.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Pelicans now. The Hawks trail by 9. The shot by Holiday, no good. And stolen by Okongwu. Just 3 on the clock. Williamson with the block. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Pelicans ahead, up by 9.
22. Here they are, fans, your
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Murray's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Hawks. Here's Nance. Left block shot on the way. Ingram outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Collins.
This is why you take strength training seriously. Ingram may not have converted that earlier in his career.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
To the paint. Here's Hayes. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
Shooting one.
That one on Collins.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. A creator indeed, and the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. It makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. That's you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. Out to Ingram. Launches it. And they recover it. Pass to Jones. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. A shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got the lead up to 12 now for New Orleans.
Putting the fundamentals to work, the pick and roll helps CJ make room for other guys.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
This Pelicans team is interesting because they haven't been fully healthy. If they can keep everyone healthy, they can be a force.
Pelicans leading by 14. A shot's good on the assist by Nance. Hayes has got 10.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
Atlanta again missing. Health is at the top of the list, you're right. And about the Pelicans, Smitty, they've had some bad luck in recent years regarding injuries, haven't they?
Yes, starting with Zion, Kevin. Out most of last year, it really hurt them. But they got a lot of leadership on this team. If they can pull it all together, they'll be fine.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Capella. Poked away. It's stolen by Nance. Here's Jones. Good defensive work there by Young.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 16-4 run. Hayes, no good. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. 19-point game. And here's Young from the arc. They get it again. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go that time. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Kicks it out to McCollum. Man's trying to break loose. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it. After spending almost a decade in Portland, McCollum has adjusted well to playing in his new surroundings.
You know, G.A., he's a fantastic player when he's out on the floor. Missed a lot of games over the last 3 years. But when he's feeling right, he is a nightmare to defend.
Out to Nance. Pass to McCollum. Got it for his fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
The handles of C.J. McCollum on full display.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Okongwu. And that time, also a missed shot.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Young looking around. That one wide left.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Pelicans on top, opening up a huge gap. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be.
Pelicans foul. Jose Alvarado. His first. Team's first.
Now, here's Collins. And finish off by Collins.
John Collins is one of those guys. When he leaves the floor, he just keeps going up.
And then slams it in.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
There's the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Both good from the line that time. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Collins has a 2-pointer. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Terrific move by Collins, an emerging big man who's still reaching his potential. Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Young for 3. And it's Daniels with the rebound. New Orleans leading by 22. Pass to Hayes. And stolen by Murray. Ball's knocked loose. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
Jump ball.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Pass to Murphy. To the middle. Here's Hayes. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Here's Young. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
People worried about Trae Young's size entering the league. Could he stand the punishment? He has answered that question.
Atlanta making a switch here. Guys, no question. Trae Young is one of the most exciting players right now in the entire league.
Kevin, everything is within range for him. A great passer and shooter in his own right. Young can take over a game any given night.
Team's first. Substitution.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Down low. Nance. Basket good.
And what I like about Nance Jr. is how he positions himself, knows his strengths on offense, and plays to them.
Here's Hunter. Atlanta again missing. New Orleans dictating the flow. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Pass to Alvarado. Driving inside.
2 minutes.
There's the three. Rebound by the Hawks. Inside. Here's Kaminsky. Count it. Kaminsky's got his second basket.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Alvarado's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Pass to Murphy. Here's Alvarado. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Alvarado's got 6. Here's Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
All about the team. Justin Holiday looking for the open man and finding him.
Nance with it. Over Okongwu. Nance, no good. Now Hunter. Pass to Holiday. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one's good. Daniels.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's Holiday. The shot from the low post is good. He has 6. Hayes down low. And stolen by Hunter. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From
Pelicans, 59.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
And here's Young from the arc. Valanciunas grabs the board. And a wide open look for McCollum. A three-pointer is right on target.
For his career, C.J. McCollum is around 40% from deep. Fantastic.
C.J. McCollum.
Count that bucket. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Ingram. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
How about the confidence from Brandon Ingram? Knows what it takes to knock that one down.
Young from outside. Pelicans pull it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Okongwu. It's good.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And that one misses. You know, Smitty, last year, the Hawks' top 4 leading scorers were all 24 or younger. That is amazing.
It is, Kevin, and at the top of that list is Trae Young. He's a player Atlanta can build around. It's a matter of finding the pieces to put around Young to complement his game.
Here's Ingram. The shot misses. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Shot on the wing. The Hawks again can't hit. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Pass to McCollum. Back to Williamson. And the layup's good off the glass.
Assist from
8 points for Zion Williamson.
Whether it be rebounding, driving the ball, in transition, Zion always looking to attack.
Here's Okongwu. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
New Orleans moving it around. It's McCollum with the drive. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson.
Frank Kaminsky to third.
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Here's Krejci. Kaminsky in the corner. To the inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Pelicans ball.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Williamson right side. To the wing right side. And he hammers that one right down into the face of Jalen Johnson.
Such an effective playmaker. You got to be impressed with CJ's ability to hit open teammates.
Griffin changes up. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for New Orleans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for C.J. McCollum.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
And he sinks the second.
He's a big man who plays to his strengths. Valanciunas offers a lot of grit and toughness.
Pass to Williamson. Johnson with the defensive effort. Left side, Martin. Here's Kaminsky. Here's Griffin. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 19-6 run. And here is Williamson. Defended by Griffin. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Brandon Ingram
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here to come into an opponent's building.